Yeah, hey, Blind Guy doing stuff here with another Blind Guy music review.
Windows Meet now playing.
This week we're going to do a review of a unique release out by Church Andrews and Matt Davies called Neighbours. And you're hearing the first track off of it. This tune's called Road Trip. Really interesting release here, something a little different than I'm used to reviewing. But I really like this release. It's experimental and something totally new. At least new to me. As far as how they have this setup, playing these instruments that you hear here. And we'll get up into their setup here in a minute, but let's just take a listen just for this first tune here, Road Trip. You can kind of get an idea of what this release is all about. We have some electronic sounds as far as keyboards mixed in with some drums. Matt Davies is on the drums. He's out of Manchester, and then we have Yorkshire-based Church Andrews.
Now playing.
So as you can hear, this is kind of percussion based. As I mentioned, Church Andrews is on the keys and the electronic sounds, and Matt Davies is doing the drums. And what they did is they set this up where the drums trigger the electronic music sounds. Here, let's take a look at the album cover.
Church line ODS 20 Church line Andrews line Matt line Davies dash Neighbours line cover not JP Church line.
So here's the album cover. The name of the release is called Neighbours. Something we all kind of want to be these days is a good neighbor, right? So this release kind of gets to that, I think. I'm not sure exactly what they were going for with the title, but I really got a kind of neighborly, good feeling by listening to this release. Definitely an upbeat offering.
Now playing. Church line Andrews line Church line Andrews line Matt 03 not elixir not MP. Now playing.
And the tunes just kind of get better and better as the release goes along. They'll slow up here in a minute. One of the things about these tunes is they kind of build on each other. And each tune builds within itself as far as the drums go and the electronic music sounds. So let's take a look at, you can get this at Bandcamp.
Church line ODS 26 Church line Andrews line Matt line Davies dash Neighbours dash West line release of Church.
Here, this is the press release. So let's go ahead and do this. So check out the setup on this. I'm going to have the computer read this to you during this track here.
About the setup colon. The duo use one trigger at the heart of the writing process and performance, sending rhythmic information to a laptop. This information is then used to trigger chords and MIDI sequences of digitally synthesized sounds, which develop an automated response to the drums. They work extensively with alternate tunings to the standard 12-note system, including intonation or observed tunings derived from instruments and music from all across the world. Rhythmically, the music features an array of different time signatures and subdivisions, taking influence from not only electronic music but also traditional rhythms from West Africa and Indian classical music. Space.
So yeah, as it mentioned, they have a lot of different influences from around the world on this release.
Microsoft Office Word dialog. Do you know button off now playing? Church line Andrews. Church line 04.temporal.mp3 4 of 9.
So there's 7 tracks on this one. I kind of feel this is one of those tracks or one of those releases for some really meditative music listening, maybe even a little psychedelic journeying if you are so inclined. It takes a couple times of listening to it to kind of really get all the rhythms, and even then you're not really picking up on everything these guys are doing. So really impressive collaboration here between Church Andrews and Matt Davies on this release.
Windows meaning OBS 26 Neighbours are Church Andrews and Neighbours are Church Andrews and Matt Davies are health Google Chrome. Neighbours are Church Andrews and Matt Davies are health documents. Heading level 3 by link Church Andrews and Matt Davies.
Out on Health is the label. So here's a place you can get a copy of it.
Church Andrews and Matt Davies Neighbours Boomcat
It's also out on Boomcat.
Church Andrews Windows church05.co.mp3519.
So next up, track 5, Coal.
Now playing.
Here's where they kind of slow it down a little bit. I was listening to this tune earlier today. I really like this. I like that little bleepy sound there. Each tune has a little life of its own, and each part of the tune builds on the part before. You can do a little more reading on this release and how these guys set this up.
Church line Andrews line Matt line Davies line dash line Neighbours line outline Church Andrews and Matt Davies dash Neighbours dash Boomcat line Church Andrews and
Yeah, I really like that part there.
downloads are moving DJ H and Amazon.com Neighbours.com.
That DJ Hash was a release I got earlier on Bandcamp, so got to see a little peek of that. I had to clear out my Bandcamp cart before I played that. Oh, look at the DJ let it go down. So this tune has a lot of bass in it. Kind of a jazzy feel on that, with the drums and the bass drum there. Oh yeah. So of course you can get this over on Amazon.com. And this was just out about 2 weeks ago, so hot off the presses. Great release here, Church Andrews, Matt Davies, Neighbours. And we could all use some good neighbors these days, so maybe invite a neighbor over and have a drink and a little smoke, play some Church Andrews, of course socially distanced, of course. Play some Church Andrews and Matt Davies. This is a good album to kind of talk about with your friends, see what they think. A lot of interesting, different rhythms on there from around the world. So here's the last track. Oh, nice break beat there. That drum is kind of speeding up and slowing down. Kind of sounds like it skips.
Church line and line Matt line Davies line dash line Neighbours line outline 60 line off line 2020 items new list 07 dot.
So thanks for checking out our Blind Guy music review. This is Church Andrews and Matt Davies, Neighbours, out on Health. And you can get a link, all the links I just had up, I will have there in the description, as well as the press release. I'll have that whole thing in the description so you can read more about their setup and what these guys were doing. Two guys out of the UK. Great tunes here. Thanks for checking out our video.
Church Andrews and Matt. Church line at Windows Media Player and OBS 20 off.
Dummy, you can't turn it off, you can't hear it, right?
Stop recording.
There we go. See you guys next time. I'm the blind guy doing stuff. That's how we do it.